This is KARE 11 News at 6.
Cannot believe this happened in our school gym.
It is a tragedy, and prayers and our thoughts go out to the families that are impacted.
He brought a gun just to kill him because he was getting picked up.
Coming up, a young life ends after a teenager turns a gun on his classmates in central Minnesota. Thanks for joining us. It all unfolded this morning at Rocori High School in Cold Spring near St. Cloud. Police say a freshman went to school with a gun and opened fire on two students, killing one and critically injuring the other. Our crews have been on the scene all day, and KARE 11's Brad Woodard begins our team report from outside the high school.
Well, Paul, this all began at around 11:30 when, as you indicated, a freshman opened fire on two students with a small caliber handgun. Police aren't commenting about any possible motive, but many students are.
I just saw policemen and ambulance or medical workers running in and out of the school, and I heard that two people got shot in the gym.
I cannot believe this happened in our school gym.
It's just because a couple kids were teasing someone and it just got out of hand, so.
He brought a gun just to kill him because he was getting picked up.
My heart sunk. It's like I wanted to leave work and see my kids were okay. They got there.
Senior Aaron Rollins died as a result of his gunshot wounds. Freshman Seth Bartle is in critical condition at St. Cloud Hospital, still undergoing treatment. Students left the school stunned and in disbelief by the tragic sequence of events that erupted on what started out like any other day.
I was on duty and was at the scene within a minute and a half. Upon arriving at the school, of course, there was chaos. Staff members were working to bring everything under control. I was advised at that time that the suspect had been removed from the area and was in the administration office. Following that, I placed that individual under arrest and left him in the custody of another officer.
Now, none of this may have happened if not for the efforts of this man. Mark Johnson, a coach, is being heralded as a hero tonight. He apparently talked the suspect into surrendering his weapon. The shootings occurred in the gymnasium and in a weight room. We're told tonight that the suspect is cooperating with police, but again, no clue as to what his motive might be, aside from the speculation here on school grounds that he had been teased, and there's also rumors floating around that a threat had been made a couple of weeks ago that was being investigated, but we have not confirmed that by the school at this point. We had a news conference just a few moments ago where the school says it will resume classes tomorrow. Not a full day of classes, but they are asking high school students to come in so they can undergo counseling and be debriefed on what has happened. Back to you, Paul.
And Brad, they want him to come 2 hours late. They want him to come to school at 10 o'clock. Is that correct?
That's correct. 2 hours late, and they're going to begin by having a debriefing, and I'm sure counseling will be made available all day long. Also tonight, Paul, church services are going on. As you can imagine, this is a small community. The school is small, only 850 students, and it really struck at their heart.
You know, Brad, just one more thing before you go. In the briefings that you've attended today, was there any indication that these two students who were shot were the intended victims, or were they just random victims?
Well, you know, Paul, authorities are really reluctant to get into those kinds of details. That question obviously was asked, and they simply stated it's a small high school. Chances that they all knew one another are very high, and that's about as far as they would go.
All right, Brad, thank you very much.